Well, there's a little change of pace for you, isn't it, Demi?
It's Demi.
Demi.
There you go.
Okay, good. It's Demi.
Yes.
Now, see, I talked to this other guy and he said it was Demi. Then somebody said it was, well, it wasn't Demi, obviously. Where did this come from?
My parents found this name and were quite fond of it. I think they just pulled it out of a magazine or something.
And everybody pronounces it correctly, or do you have a tough time with it?
I have a tough time, but it's okay. You know?
You don't get mad if I mispronounce it then, do you?
No, no.
Okay. This is a change of pace for you. I mean, this is one of the most adult roles, I guess you could say you've really had, right?
I think, and it's also been the strongest role in terms of a choice as an actress because I'm the driving force of the movie. You know, I carry the movie.
I understand. You don't have to tell what it is because obviously we don't want to do that. But there were 2 endings shot for this movie? I'd heard that story.
Yes.
Don't tell them what they are.
I won't. One was done merely, in my opinion, to prove that it didn't matter, that the other one was just as strong.
I say. Now, how did they do the dead fish?
You know, I was not actually there for that scene. I don't know if the fish were already deceased or, you know, where they got them. That's a really shocking
Yeah, it is.
scene.
There is. As somebody said when the credits came up, they probably have a little title that says Fish Wrangler, you know?
Fish. Fish. That's a good question, actually. I'd like to find that out.
You even gave up movies, and you were always busy for a while, and went on the stage?
Yes, I did.
Why did you do that? As in the big bucks are in films, aren't they? Yeah.
Well, if it were all about money, I'd be doing, you know, beach blanket, whatever. The play, I've never done a play. Not in
Really?
school, not ever.
Oh.
And I had been wanting to do one for so long. And this opportunity came up when I was in New York doing some press on About Last Night. And I had to audition twice. I had to fly back into New York twice and really had to, you know, I had to really win this. And it was a wonderful experience.
How did you feel having to audition when you've been starring in so many movies? I would think just your name a lot of times.
But see, I had never done a play. How did these people know? I respected, you know, their needs. And, you know, we always are new. You know, we never leave that point of being new. We just move up and we have a little more of this or a little less of that. But we always are new. And I think that it helped me know and trust that I could do it too. So it was okay.
You're one of the first I met that said, well, I did a play in high school, and from there I did a commercial, you know, but it didn't happen that way with you, huh?
No.
Amazing.
I played an ant once. I did a lip sync. Does that count?
A-U-N-T or A-N-T?
No, A-N-T, an ant.
An ant. Yeah, you had, what was the television series you had a couple of words in? I read that in your biography. Your first part, I
The
guess.
very first one was a show. No, but unless they knew the show would know. It's called Web, W-E-B, you know, ... And it was an actor by the name of Alex Cord. I never saw the show, never, but it got me my SAG card. I was 16 years old, and that was like the best thing to come along.
Yeah, your career has really taken off. How's the 2-career marriage getting along? Pretty good?
Fine.
Who works the hardest, you or Bruce? He's got a TV series.
Right. Well,
You've seen it, I guess.
Occasionally. Yeah. It's hard to gauge, you know. In our own ways, we work just as hard. I don't work, you know, a 5-day, 12-hour schedule.
Yeah.
A TV schedule is awfully grueling.
Have they ever suggested that maybe you should do a walk-on Moonlighting and say a few words?
Yeah, it seems to be everybody's brilliant idea that we should do something together. But no, maybe on one of the last shows they ever do, I'll walk by.
Well, you are expecting, and when is this baby due?
At the end of the summer.
At the end of the summer, and now you've got to travel for this movie. Is that going to be a little difficult on mommy-to-be?
I have a lot of people who are helping to make it go very nice and easy and smooth.
In fact, I was amazed at the movie. I saw part of it last night.
Right.
I really thought that was you, and I says, boy, it's due in any minute here. But that was just a fake deal I put on. Boy,
Right.
that looked like real skin. That was amazing.
They did a terrific job. I had 2 different pieces that I wore. One was just a foam piece made almost like a leotard, but then with the belly and weighted down about 10, 15 pounds to give me, you know, a better feeling. And then I also had a prosthetic device, which was a rubber piece molded and sculpted and fit to my body that was glued on.
When they do the actual birth of a baby scenes, do they go to some hospital and get permission from some mother to shoot the actual birth? Do you know how they go about that?
I don't know, you know, we, all of that footage was me, and we used, you can't use a baby under 15 days old. So we used 2 twins that were 5 pounds.
Oh, because that baby looked like it was
It was a newborn.
brand new.
But
Yes.
it was 15 days old and little teeny twins, a girl and a boy actually. But they were, and they sort of got slimed up, you know.
Did you enjoy yourself in Sacramento?
On
She was in
Wisdom,
Sacramento, folks. Wisdom, yes.
I had a terrific time. You know, going on location is always a neat way to live with the people. You know, as opposed to a vacation, you still are removed. You don't. But when you go and you're spending a chunk of time, you know, you're living and breathing and working. It's a different experience, and it was nice. And the people were all wonderful. And
But can you do your work? Aren't they hitting you for autographs or getting in the way or?
well, I mean, it would depend. If we're in a highly visible location, such as a shopping mall, it's a little difficult. But I think, you know, you have to see people's innocence and excitement of seeing something they've never seen. I wouldn't want to deny a certain pleasure as long as they don't, you know.
Because I remember one thing on the news. I think you and Amelia were going to a movie together, and the news cameras caught you going into the theater.
Oh, it was an awkward thing, yeah.
Yeah. You're getting ready
See,
to
that's
go.
over. But see, it's like, where do the boundaries get drawn? Watching us work, we are obviously putting ourselves in a situation. But going to a movie, I mean, it's like following you into the bathroom. Come on in, guys. Come on.
At least they didn't go and sit next to you and go, how do you like the movie? Right?
Well, just about.
Anyway, nice talking to you.
You too.
Good luck.
Thank you.